What's up, everyone? Today we're just going to be doing a 2-year ownership review on my 2016 Lexus IS300 base model. I've owned this for just about 2 years. I got it used at around 40,000 miles, and I'm going to tell you guys all the good and bad about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. All right, guys, so the first issue, and honestly the only issue I've ever encountered with it, was when I first purchased it. The gas tank would not stay closed at certain times. No matter what I did, I opened it, I closed it, I tried everything, lock, unlock, and it just wouldn't stay closed. So I actually brought it to my local Lexus dealership, and it turns out it was a common issue, and they fixed it completely free of charge. And I believe that's the only issue that I've had with the car up to this date. Another issue that I forgot to mention is that from factory, not only the IS300, but a majority of the IS lineup, I don't know if the ES, GS, or RC, if this applies to them or not, but a huge problem with these is that it has a lot of inner tire wear, causing the tires from the inside to wear more fast than the outside, which means you would have to replace them just because of that. But to solve that issue, I went to RR Racing. They have everything you need for all your Lexus needs. rrracing.com, not sponsored. But I got the 20mm street. Oh, not 20mm. I actually put 20mm wheel spacers on, but I got the street racing USRS control arm bushings. And those have, if they haven't completely eliminated the inner tire wear, I would say they 99% fixed the problem. And at the same time of fixing the issue, they also make the car drive even nicer, feel nicer, more responsive. You know, pretty much no downside to those. So if you are experiencing a problem like that with any of your cars, maybe not even a Lexus, I would look into getting new control arm bushings, and that may solve your issue. So I believe that was the last issue that this car has given me. Yeah, I think I would say so. Now on to the pros. Is that obviously it is a very reliable engine. Toyota's been using this engine for decades now, along with the automatic 6-speed transmission that it comes with. And I'm about to be 65,000 miles in. I just did my transmission fluid and my differential fluid changes, and it's driving like I just bought it, maybe even better. You know, this car, the only issue with this motor is it is a 6-cylinder. It's lacking turbos, it has no boost, and it is driving all of its power to all 4 wheels because it is an all-wheel drive car. So the only issue I would say is that it does lack maybe the gas mileage that you would want in this car. I'm getting about 18.7, which isn't the worst, but it's definitely not good. But I'd honestly take the worst gas mileage over a car that's constantly giving me issues. You know, I have 0 leaks, transmission isn't slipping, no misfires, no issues, engine's healthy, no complaints with it. It is a little underpowered, I would say, for the competitors, but it doesn't bother me. This is my daily, it's not my race car, and I'm used to slow cars. I have an E46 M3 and I just appreciate cars for the noise and the drivability and the feeling of them. And this car, it lacks a little bit of drivability, but it has exactly what I say I would look for in a daily driver. It's responsive, it's good in the rain, it's good in the snow. The motor has the right amount of power, although from factory I would say it's underpowered with the 255 crank horsepower that it comes with. But after just running a simple RR Racing tune and intake, you're already around 310-ish, which is all you really need. You don't even need the intake, you could just do the tune. And then after I did the headers, exhaust, tune, intake, and all those mods pretty much, it just pushed it exactly to what I would like. And the only thing I can really do now is supercharge it, which I'm not interested in doing. I don't want to ruin the reliability of this car. And more maintenance is the last thing I want on my daily driver, honestly. And I think that would be the pros for the mechanical side or aspect of this vehicle. So let's move on to the interior. For the interior on this vehicle, it is honestly the most comfortable car I have ever owned. I have owned an Audi S3, a Lexus IS250, a BMW 550i, obviously the E46 M3, a WRX, and for a base model, this knocks the ball out of the park. It comes with heated and ventilated seats, base model. The steering wheel, personally, I like it. You know, not all these base model vehicles come with paddle shifters these days, and I just love the leather feel. The seats, they hug you. They're cooled, heated. I think they're beautiful. I love this peanut butter shade. Usually I have cars with black leather, red leather. I'm not a big fan of beige, but this is just very elegant in my opinion, although I do wish the headliner was either black or the same color as the leather. I honestly love it. One con to the interior, I would say, is the infotainment system. It's very, very small. I don't have navigation, which I'm sort of grateful for because I hate that touchpad. So I'm eventually going to look into getting a aftermarket Apple CarPlay infotainment system that just directly hooks up to the reverse camera, not the dash camera. And I think that'll solve my issues because I'm so happy I'm just going to be able to use this instead of a touchpad, which honestly would be a pain. The only other complaint I would say with the interior is there's no backspace. This is a two-person car. At least for me, I am 6'2". No one is fitting behind me at all. No one. And the sunroof, obviously. ACs and heating is always going amazingly. It's blowing well throughout the seasons. And trunk space is all right. I'll get into that right now. But the interior is pretty much everything you need in a daily driver other than space and up-to-date technology, I would have to say. But the trunk space, it gets the job done, I would say. The only issue I would say with the interior is the rear passenger seats and the infotainment and technology in this car. All right, guys, so this is my 2-year ownership review on my 2016 Lexus IS300. It is obviously not a stock IS300, so in my opinion, it did not come exactly how I wanted it from factory, but they did pretty well, I would say, especially for a affordable, luxury, reliable car. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be coming out with more videos as soon as possible, maybe some more modifications or cruises or car meets. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.